Hi guys, welcome back to another weekly vlog. It's Tuesday now. I'm in my bathroom because I just did a workout and I'm about to take a shower, but I just wanted to get on here and actually start the weekly vlog. I thought about starting it yesterday, but I totally forgot about it. So we're starting today on a Tuesday. I finished my work around 5 o'clock, then I went down and fed Eloise, and then I came up and I did a workout for like 45 minutes. I'm trying to keep up with my weights workouts that I've been doing. So I've been able to do 3 a week, but I've also been wanting to like sprinkle in more cardio because I've just been trying to do like walking on my walking pad during the day, but I feel like I need a little bit more cardio. So I'm trying to go back to my Couch to 5K, and that's what I did today. I did Couch to 5K, but I did week 4, which is the midway point. I feel like I'm constantly coming on here and saying that I'm going back to Couch to 5K. I usually go back to week 4 and then progress from there, but I just keep abandoning it and then going back to it and abandoning it and going back. But we're in the phase now where we're going back to it and trying to just get some more cardio in. So that's my update on that front, but I'm gonna take a shower now. And then tonight for dinner, I have stuff to make buffalo chicken wraps. I saw somebody on TikTok making buffalo chicken wraps a few weeks ago, and then I was craving it. So I don't have a recipe from them. I just it's basically just chicken cutlets that you cut up, toss in some buffalo sauce, and put in a wrap with lettuce, dressing, and cheese. And that's really it. It's very simple, but I was craving it because I saw that TikTok. So I got stuff to make it a couple weeks ago, made it then, but I still have the wraps and some of the cheese left. So I decided to make it again this week. So we had it yesterday, we'll have it again today. Then tomorrow I got stuff for making this new salmon dish, which I'll show you guys tomorrow. But for tonight, we're doing the buffalo chicken wraps. So I'm gonna take a shower and try to get started on that dinner before Ben gets here with the parasite that's going around, potentially on lettuce. Nobody really knows what it's coming from, but potentially on lettuce, like bagged lettuce. I got like a head of romaine lettuce, which I've been using for my lunches. I haven't gotten sick yet. I've been doing it since last week, so I've been using it for my lunches, and then I'm gonna use it in the buffalo chicken recipe that we're doing tonight. But yeah, I just got a head of romaine lettuce. I clean it, cut it up, and put it through the salad spinner. So that's been working so far. It's just annoying because it takes additional extra time. Normally I would just use bagged lettuce because it's easier, but just been taking additional time because I don't want to get that parasite. But at the same time, I don't want to stop eating lettuce. So, we're doing a balancing act here. All right, I'm gonna take my shower now. Okay, I'm downstairs now making the buffalo chicken wraps. So, like I said, there's no real recipe for this. I just make chicken cutlets, cut them up into pieces, and then toss them in buffalo sauce, and then put them on a tortilla with the lettuce and the other stuff. So first I'm starting with the chicken cutlets. So I just got thinly sliced chicken at the store. I got some yesterday, but there was not enough chicken in my order. That's the downside of getting your groceries delivered or picked up instead of actually just going to get them yourself, is you can't pick out your meat and stuff like that. So most of the time it works out fine, but yesterday they just didn't give me enough chicken. So I needed to get more, which I did. So now I have enough. I'll probably have too much chicken actually. I can maybe use it in my lunch. But anyway, I'm just seasoning it with salt and pepper, some garlic powder, and a little bit of cayenne pepper, just a very tiny amount. And I'm going to do that on both sides. And then I'm just going to dip it in the egg and then dip it in some plain panko crumbs. And then I'm gonna fry it on the stove with some olive oil. I hate handling raw chicken, so this is like one of my least favorite things to do. But especially when it's like dipped in this egg, it's so disgusting, the texture, but the flavor when it's cooked is good, so it's worth it in the end, but it's pretty disgusting doing it. I gotta be honest. I also have to keep one hand free of the raw chicken because I'm scared of cross-contamination when I'm doing this, so that I can touch other things. Like I'm probably gonna have to put some more breadcrumbs in here. And I don't want to use my dirty chicken hand to do that. Now that they're all breaded, I'm going to heat up some oil on the pan on the stove, and then we'll get these fried up, and then I'll be able to cut them up and toss them in the buffalo sauce. But first, I need to wash my hands because this is gross. My oil is heated up, so now I'm just gonna start frying up these cutlets. I don't think I can fit another one on there at the same time. Let's see. Probably not gonna fit. I'll have to do them one at a time. I needed to wash and cut up some more lettuce, so I just washed it, put it in the salad spinner, and now I'm cutting it up to put in this bowl that I have the other one in that I cut up yesterday. So I'm gonna put the old one on top. And make room for the new one. There's the lettuce. It shouldn't have any parasite in it. Hopefully not. Knock on wood. Okay, the last chicken cutlet is cooking now. But I decided I'm going to cut up the chicken that is already ready because I'm not going to use it all tonight anyway, so I'm not going to cut it up tonight. I'm not going to cut all of it up tonight because I don't want it to get soggy overnight. Ben's laughing at me. I don't want it to get soggy overnight when I put it in the sauce. So anyway, I'm just cutting up the chicken into bite-sized pieces. And then putting it in this bowl where we're going to toss it in the sauce. I can't stand this knife. Get a better one. I'm using this Frank's Red Hot wing sauce, but I'm gonna wait to toss it until right before I put it in the wrap because again, I don't want it to get soggy. So I'm gonna start assembling the wraps. These are the wraps that I'm using. They're called Guerrero. I had never tried these before, but the person I saw making them on TikTok used these wraps and I really like them. They're very tasty. They're much better than the Mission wraps, which are the ones that I normally use, but I have to heat them up on this pan. The other things I put on it are, first of all, I use this blue cheese dressing, which this brand is Lighthouse. I had never tried this before either, but I really like it. It tastes good. Ben doesn't like blue cheese dressing though, so I put Caesar on his. And then I put this Tillamook, what's this called? Sharp cheddar farm style shreds on top of everything once it's all on the tortilla. And that's it. Then you just wrap it up like a burrito and it's good to go. Here's our tortillas. Ben's starting to help me arrange them. First, I'm going to toss the chicken in the sauce. Now, put a little bit of dressing, whichever dressing you prefer. Then you do a handful of the lettuce. My thing stopped recording. I don't know where it ended, but I put the lettuce and the chicken on, and then you just put the cheese on top of that. And then you fold it up like a burrito, which is the difficult part. I burned Ben's tortilla a little bit, so looks a little bit weird, but it should still be fine. My camera stopped recording again, so I don't know where I left off. I folded it like a burrito and cut it in half, and here is the finished product. Now we're gonna eat them. Hi guys, it's Wednesday now. I am standing in my workout room, about to do a workout, but just wanted to come on here and start the vlog for today. I had my full work day today. It's about 5:15 now, and I'm gonna do my workout. I've been sticking with the ladder weights workouts, and I've been able to do 3 a week. Like I said yesterday, I'm trying to add in some more cardio throughout the week with that. And the only thing I've changed since I last talked on here about that is that instead of doing 3 full body weights workouts a week, I'm doing 2, and then I'm adding, for the 3rd day, I'm doing just legs and then an abs workout. And the other thing I changed is I've been going between 2 of the workout groups on ladder. So one is the Team Endure, which is with Jennifer, and then the other one is Team Flourish, and that's with, I believe her name's Kimmy. That team is new on ladder, and it's like a Pilates based team, but also incorporates weight training. But the difference is, like, the Pilates stuff is entirely separate from the weight training stuff, whereas like other teams on ladder try to combine the two. But what I've been doing is using the Endure team with Jennifer to do like the weights workouts, and then I'll add in stuff from the Pilates with the Flourish team throughout the week. So like today I'm doing a weights workouts on the lower body through the Endure team with Jennifer, but then on top of that I'm also going to add the abs workout that the Team Flourish has, which is a Pilates based workout. So I'm going to do those 2 today. Ideally I'd like to add in another day in the week, like maybe tomorrow I'll try to do it, where I just do like a full-on Pilates session, like a full body Pilates session, which she has on the Flourish team. So I may try to do that tomorrow. The only problem is I don't know if I'm like fully ready to incorporate that much exercise throughout the week. So like right now I'm doing 3 like weights workouts per week, and then on the days I'm not doing that, I'm doing like walking or running. And I don't know if my body will be able to handle adding Pilates into like one of the days where I do walking and running. I don't know. We'll see how much I can handle, but let's actually just get into, what am I doing? Let's just get into my workout. I have my headphones on, putting those on, and then I'm gonna get started on the ladder app. I think I'm gonna do the Pilates one first, because that's probably going to be easier, and I don't think it'll make my legs as fatigued as the weights one. So we'll do the Pilates one first and then go into the weights workout. Ben and I are making dinner now. I'm making a recipe. Also, I'm not showing my face because I look ugly right now. I just took a shower and my hair is all wet and I'm just looking like a wet rat. So anyway.
Jesus.
Ben and I.
So kind of yourself.
Ben and I are downstairs making dinner. I'm making a new recipe called Cajun Salmon Orzo. Never made it before. Honestly, this is not the night that I'm feeling like making any recipe, but it's what I have, and I do want to eat it. I am looking forward to eating it because it sounds good, but the reason that I wanted to make this is because I saw at a restaurant Ben and I went to over the weekend that they had a cod Mediterranean orzo. And so then I was looking up seafood orzo recipes and I found this one. So that's the backstory. Ben already cut up some of the red peppers. I'll put the recipe for this below, but it's online, so I don't have it to show you. Also, my printer is out of ink, so couldn't print it out, but I'll put it below. It calls for red pepper, spinach, salmon obviously, sun-dried tomatoes, and a bunch of different spices, but you will see as I make it. So right now I'm just prepping the vegetables with them. I grabbed the basil from my plants outside. Why isn't it focusing? There we go. And I'm gonna chop it up. I washed it too, just in case you were scared for me. I did wash it. Okay, now I'm just preparing the salmon, and you put salt and this Cajun, ooh, it's really close, this Cajun seasoning on it. I've never used this before. This is actually supposed to be 4 fillets of salmon. I'm gonna see if I can get at least 3 out of it, because they didn't give me enough salmon. Maybe I can do this and then cut that one in half.
Let me see what you can do. It'll be okay.
I'm getting started with the cooking part. Heating some butter and olive oil. I don't know if I have enough room in here to do it all at once. I can fit it. Okay, I'm just gonna cook in this pan 4 minutes on each side. Now I'm just adding the tomatoes. On the side. Then you're supposed to use white wine to deglaze this, but I don't have white wine, so it says you can also use chicken stock, so that's what I'm going to use. Now I'm going to add the sun-dried tomatoes, and then the onions and the peppers. Now I'm adding the garlic, and then I'll add the orzo and the tomato paste. Now I'm adding in the chicken stock and the tomatoes that we cooked earlier. Then you bring this to a simmer and you cook it for 12 minutes. Now I'm gonna add the spinach to this. It called for 6 cups of spinach, which I do not have. I have half of that, but honestly this seems like a lot of spinach. I know it wilts down, but it still seems like a lot. Now I'm stirring in the heavy cream and the Parmesan. It's looking and smelling good so far. Nestle those in there. Oh, that one broke a little bit, but it's okay. It's looking pretty good. Now I'm just gonna add some spinach, or not spinach, some basil and red pepper flakes to this. And then you just serve it. It's hard to lift it up. And there's the finished product. Time to eat it. Hi guys, it's Friday now. I'm in the bathroom about to put my makeup on, but I feel like I haven't had time to just chat to the camera in this vlog. It's kind of been like a busy week and I don't even know why, but Ben and I have both said that we've just been exhausted this week and we haven't really, I don't think we've gotten enough sleep this week. So basically, yesterday was Eloise's vet appointment, and also I'm just gonna do my makeup while I'm talking. My face is breaking out right now, and normally I just use Bare Minerals and my NARS concealer, but because it's breaking out so bad right now, I'm gonna go in with this Merit Beauty Stick, and it gives a more full coverage, and then I'll do my concealer and my Bare Minerals on top of that. But anyway, yesterday Eloise had a vet appointment. If you can remember, in one of my prior vlogs, I talked about, well, I brought Eloise to the vet and she wasn't cooperating at the vet because she never does, because she is aggressive with anyone except for Ben and I. So we had to reschedule another appointment to bring her back with gabapentin. So we rescheduled it for yesterday, and then I had to give her gabapentin on Wednesday evening and then 2 hours before her appointment yesterday. And she, obviously cats don't like to be administered medication in the first place, and we had the gabapentin that you give with a syringe into the mouth because I feel like that one just works better on her. And I think it's mostly because when I do the pill form, I mix it in with her food. And she's the kind of cat that doesn't eat all of her food at once, so she's not like getting the full dose all at once. Whereas with the syringe, I can give her the full dose all at once, and it seems like the gabapentin actually works properly when I do it that way. So anyway, all that's to say is I had to give her gabapentin with the syringe Wednesday night and on Thursday. And so we tried to do it on Wednesday and she was a little bit of trouble. Ben tried to wrap her with the towel and she was not having it, but eventually we were able to do it. But in the process, she tried to run away, and when she ran away, she jumped like onto my lap and gave me a pretty good scratch on my leg. So now I have this big scratch on my leg. And then on Thursday before the vet appointment, we were like, okay, we learned from our mistakes of what we didn't do right on Wednesday when we gave it to her. So we had a little bit of a different approach. So we like locked her. I lured her into this bathroom with a treat. Then I closed the door and she kind of knew that something was going on and like hid in a corner in here. And Ben was able to just go and wrap her up in the towel in the corner, and I just gave her the medicine really quickly. So that worked out better, but I don't know, I just get stressed whenever I have to give her the gabapentin. I get stressed getting her to the vet, and I also just get stressed when she's on the gabapentin because I'm just like, is she okay? Did she have too much? Like, is she behaving normally? I don't know, so I was just stressed. And I think even in the moment when those things are like not seeming like they're a big deal, over time being worried about it for a couple of days just kind of wears you out. So I think that's part of why we were exhausted this week. But anyway, we took her to her appointment yesterday, and she still, even with the gabapentin, is not cooperative. Like, she was a little bit better, but not by much. But the vet was able to like put a towel over her. They like took her, I have one of those carriers that's plastic and you can take it apart. So they took the top off of the carrier and then they put a towel over her, and the vet was able to like examine her with the towel over her and able to give her shots. She needed like a rabies and I think a flu, the cat like flu shot. I can't remember what it's called, but she needed 2 shots, and she was able to give her the shots and to do the exam. But she was not able to express her anal glands, which is really her main problem right now. And so I had to make another appointment to bring her back at the end of August to be sedated to do her anal gland procedure. So I'm not looking forward to that because I also have to give her gabapentin before that because they need her to be calm to actually administer the sedation. So that'll be a whole other thing, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. She's so difficult at the vet. I feel bad for her because I know she's just scared and she can't help herself, but it's quite the process getting her to the vet. So I dread it every time. But anyway, besides that, we didn't really have anything else going on this week. I think the other thing that just exhausted me was the fact that I had to make dinner every night this week, and the dinners that I made took like a good amount of time. And normally I only make dinner every other day, so I have like a breather in between. But I didn't have that this week, and I just feel like when you do that, especially if you make something that takes more time, which I did this week, and usually I try to plan that out when I'm planning my meals, like I think about how long it'll take, but I wasn't doing that this week, and yeah, so then it just ends up being like 8:30 and you're done finally doing dinner, eating dinner, cleaning up dinner, and you're like, I have an hour and a half left before I go to bed. So I think that was really part of what was also exhausting us, but we're at Friday now. I don't have work today because I have every other Friday off, and today is one of those Fridays, and I'm getting ready to go to the mall with my mom, and then I'm not sure what I'll get up to the rest of the night, but we'll see where the night takes us. I was able to get in another workout this morning. That's also another thing maybe that was contributing to my exhaustion, is I did a workout every day this week except for yesterday, and I did them all in the evening, so that also eats in to the evening time. I don't know. Some weeks also you're just tired and there's really no reason to it, so I'm not going to analyze it too much. But anyway, I was able to do another weights workout this morning. I feel like I'm getting to the point now, since I've been doing more weights workouts during the week. I've upped it to 3, and I am just more consistently doing 3 a week. I can feel myself actually getting stronger and like being able to increase the weights that I use, which I feel like once you get to that point in working out, that's when you can really start to like sustain the working out, because you have a motivating factor. In the beginning, it's a little bit hard if you've paused working out for a while or whatever. It's hard when you start back up because you don't have much motivation to continue doing it because it just sucks. But once you are used to doing it, it starts to feel better. You're not as sore. And you start getting like perks, like you can see yourself getting a little more muscle, you can feel yourself getting stronger, and then you have an incentive to keep going. So I feel like I'm getting to that point now. So yeah, I have more of an incentive to keep going. I've been enjoying the weights workouts. Honestly, I do kind of miss Pure Barre a little bit. I do miss, like, Pure Barre has a lot of stretching and you just feel like more mobility type of workouts, and I just feel like it makes you more, I don't know, kind of in sync with your body, I guess, and it just helps you feel more flexible and limber. And I'm missing that a little bit with the weight stuff, which is why I'm trying now to mix in some of the Pilates workouts that they have on the app. But it's just hard, living day-to-day life and trying to do all these things. It's hard to do it all, so we'll see what I can do and what I can't do. As for the rest of this weekend, we don't have any plans, which is kind of unusual. Usually there's something going on, but we don't really have any plans this weekend, so Ben and I will probably just relax tomorrow and maybe go out to dinner, and on Sunday I'll go to my parents as usual, and that'll be that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to our more relaxed weekend. Next week will be our 4th wedding anniversary, and so our gift to each other is that we're going to the Finger Lakes for like a long weekend trip, but that's not until August because that's just when it worked out to be like the best time for us to go. But that's our gift to each other. Also, I have a pimple that's right in the middle of my forehead, so I'm trying to cover that. That will be our gift to each other, but normally we'll, like, on the date of our anniversary, even if we have a trip or something that we're doing for it, we'll go out to eat somewhere special or do something special on our actual anniversary date. So next week we're gonna go out to eat to this French restaurant that's in Pittsburgh. It's called Poulet Bleu, or Poulet Bleu, I think is actually how you pronounce it in French. But that restaurant has actually been closed for a couple of years for renovations. I think like pipes burst in it or something, and they had to totally renovate the whole thing. And so it's been closed for years. And my friend Jill, for our wedding, actually gave us a gift card for there, but we never got to use it because it closed shortly after our wedding. And so we're gonna use that, thanks Jill, for our anniversary dinner. So that'll be nice, and I'm looking forward to that because we haven't been there since it closed. And then next weekend, Ben's sister is having a 40th birthday party weekend getaway thing where we're gonna go to an Airbnb that her mom rented, and it'll be us and all of her siblings. That's coming up next weekend too, so I'm looking forward to that. And then our trip to the Finger Lakes is in like mid-August, so we're gonna go to, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's called Canandaigua. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's one of the towns in the Finger Lakes. And we went to the Finger Lakes a couple years ago for Ben's cousin's graduation from Ithaca, and so that was the first time we'd ever been to the Finger Lakes, and we both really liked it. And that time we stayed on, I think it was called Seneca Lake. It's probably like a 30-minute drive from the place we're staying this time. But yeah, we're excited to see like a different area and just, I don't know. I feel like the Finger Lakes is a place where you can actually go just to relax. And so I'm looking forward to just basically doing nothing other than sitting at the pool and eating at different restaurants and just relaxing, maybe getting to read a book. I have been reading recently a new book called Yesteryear. I feel like it's been popular on social media, and I'm almost done with it. And I honestly didn't have very high expectations for it because anytime a book is like super popular on social media, it's usually a hit or miss whether it's actually gonna be well written, and a lot of the time the books are really, really bad, but I actually feel like it's really well written and I've been really enjoying it. So the only thing I will say about it is I think it's been going on for too long. Like they could have cut it short a little bit. So it's a little bit redundant and a little bit too long, but other than that, I feel like it is well written and it has like a dry humor to it, and the themes in it are very timely, like appropriate for the times that we're living in. And yeah, I just think it's interesting. But basically, if you don't know anything about that book, it's about a trad wife influencer who lives on a farm, and you know, she like makes sourdough bread and has a bunch of kids, and she's making her living though being this trad wife online, and she goes back in time to yesteryear, to like the 1800s. So she just wakes up one day and she's all of a sudden in the 1800s, basically with her same family, except they're different, like they're behaving kind of differently, and it's not her actual family, but she's still got a bunch of kids, still has a husband, but is in the 1800s and has to do all of the things that a trad wife would have to do in the 1800s. And so it just puts it all in a different light. And I'm still not sure where exactly the book is going, because I feel like there's a twist coming. We haven't gotten an explanation for how or why she's back in the 1800s yet. My theory is, so before she goes back in time, she is pregnant, but when she goes back in time, she's no longer pregnant. And that's one of the things that's drawing to her, is she's like, what happened to my pregnancy? What happened to my baby? My theory is maybe she had some sort of postpartum psychosis or episode or something where she's imagining these things, because they kind of hint at the fact that she had like postpartum mental health issues previously. So I'm thinking that's maybe an option. Or it could just be a full-on like sci-fi thing where she literally got sent back in time, and maybe they'll find a way to somehow explain that. I don't know how you would explain that. I think I only have like 20% of the book left, so we'll see how they end up explaining it, but I'm interested to see how that all shakes out. But I've been enjoying that. I made most of my progress on that book when we went camping, and I had a lot of time to read. So anyway, that's what I've been reading. What was I even talking about before I started talking about that book? Oh, I was talking about the Finger Lakes. Yeah. Hopefully I can pick another book and read something there. Maybe I'll pick something a little bit more lighthearted, like an Emily Henry romance book or something like that. Also, I just remembered that I had an Ulta order come for me the other day, and I still haven't opened it, but it has a new lip liner in it that I wanted to try out. So I'm gonna open that after I do my eye makeup here. Okay, here's the lip liner, and it is in the color Sweet. Is that the color? Yes, Sweet. There's the box for it. So let's see how it is. Okay. That's it with nothing else on it. Honestly, I don't know. Like, is it too pink? I don't know. I'm gonna put a little bit of lipstick on with it. I'm just using Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I don't know, I think it may be a little bit too pinky, but I like how it went on. I like the texture of it. I'm gonna put a little bit of my lip balm on top, and there's a finished lip. I think it looks good. I like the color actually. When I blend it together with the Charlotte Tilbury, it has a nice kind of like rosy color. Anyway, my makeup's done now. I also need to do my hair. I'm not wearing it up like this. I just set it up because I was so hot after my shower, but I need to do my hair. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna head out with my mom, and I'll catch up with you when I'm with my mom. Okay, my camera died, but I'm here now with my mom. We're about to go into the mall. We got us some Annie Ann's pretzels, and we're sitting on our spot in the couch, except the escalators are closed, so there's no people watching. We're at Handles. We both got coconut cream pie. It's pretty good. Hi guys, it's Saturday morning now. What did we do yesterday? Yesterday my mom and I, after we went to the mall, we went to the Cheesecake Factory, ate some dinner, and then we went to that ice cream place, Handles, where we got some ice cream. Then I went home, and that was my Friday. I'll show you the stuff I got when I was out with my mom. I mostly got stuff at HomeGoods that's related to Halloween or fall. I honestly didn't even think they would have as much as they had, but they had a ton of Halloween stuff out. So I got some Halloween stuff. I didn't really find anything I liked at the mall, which was unusual for me. I was trying things on. I didn't like anything, so I didn't get anything at the mall, but I did get stuff at HomeGoods, so I'll show you that. But right now, Ben and I are making breakfast. I'm making some sausage. Ben's making some cinnamon waffles, and we're gonna have some breakfast before we get started on our Saturday. Today, our plan is to actually go and look at dishwashers because our dishwasher keeps leaking a little bit, and Ben tried to fix it and he can't fix it. So we're gonna see if we can get a new dishwasher, or at least find a dishwasher that we like and purchase it at a future date. So that's our plan for today. Other than that, I don't think we have much going on this weekend or today. So let's just continue on with our breakfast. Here's the sausage I'm making, and Ben has the waffles going over there. As you can see, we have a towel under the dishwasher because it keeps leaking. And here is our breakfast situation. I'm gonna sit down and eat now. We are in the car now on the way to go look at some dishwashers. And I don't know what our plan is for the rest of the day, but we shall see. So far, it's just looking at a dishwasher. This is the scratch on my leg that I got from Eloise. I thought I would have to wear long pants, but whatever. I'm just gonna wear my shorts because it's warm out and people have to look at my scar. Okay, we just got out of the appliance place. We need to think about what dishwashers we want to get because the man gave us a couple packets of information on a couple different dishwashers. So we are going to go now to get some coffee from this coffee place that's by the dishwasher place and look through our little packets and decide what dishwasher we want. That was my car, but yeah, that's what we're doing now. It's later on now. Ben and I have been home. I sat outside on the porch for a while and I did my nails. I put these press-on nails on. I don't usually use press-on nails because I don't really like how they feel on my nails, but my one fingernail, I accidentally cut it when I was pruning my flowers, and so it's extremely short and looks out of place compared to my other nails. So I put on the press-on nails. Ooh, I wonder if we can sit outside. I feel like I said that in my last vlog. Anyway, we're going to eat right now at the same place I went to in my last weekly vlog, I'm pretty sure. Last time I got a steak, I veered astray from my usual Nashville hot chicken. This time I'm gonna get the Nashville chicken because I haven't had it in a while. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna go out to eat and then we're just gonna go home and chill at our house for the rest of the night. Ben was doing electric. He was changing out the electric, what do you call those things?
Switches and outlets?
Yeah, he was switching out our outlets upstairs because we still haven't done that since we moved in and they're all like a smoker's yellow color. But we're switching them out to all be white and Ben was doing that while I was sitting outside doing my nails. Anyway, let's go eat some dinner. Okay, we're back home from dinner now. Dinner was very good. We had dinner outside, which was nice. The temperature outside is really nice right now. It's like in the low 80s, high 70s, and we previously had a heat wave for, I don't know, like a couple of weeks. It was in the high 80s, 90s, and so we're finally out of that and it's like a normal summer weather, so that's nice. But we're back home now. Our plan for tonight is to maybe have a fire. I'm gonna sit on the porch for a little bit. Ben's gonna finish the electric, but while he's doing that, I'm gonna sit on the porch, and then once he's done, I say finish the electric, I mean like the cover plates for the electric. Anyway, once he's done with that, we can go and have a fire. But I thought in the meantime, I would show you guys the things that I got when I was out with my mom. Like I said, most of the stuff I got is from HomeGoods and it's Halloween themed. And I don't necessarily agree with thinking about Halloween right now or getting Halloween things right now, but it's out in the store now and I feel like you have to get it before they're all sold out, because then you go when we're actually going into the fall and they have Christmas stuff and there's no more Halloween stuff. So you kind of have to get it while it's there. So anyway, these are the things I got at HomeGoods for Halloween. So I got this towel set for the kitchen, which is Ghosts, and then it also comes with just a regular black set, and it has like this orange trim on the bottom, which I liked. So I got that. I got these towels with black cats and pumpkins on it. I got this photo. Can't really see it because of the glare, but it is like 3 witches walking down a creepy old street with a bunch of autumn trees, which I thought was cute. I like how they have a bunch of different pictures that you can buy for different holidays now. I got one last year that was for Halloween that I have in my dining room, so I'm gonna probably put that in my dining room as well. They had a bunch of different ones, but that was the one that I liked the most. I might try to get a couple more if I go back, because I feel like just having 2 in there is gonna be a little bit weird. I'm gonna need to like get a couple more to fill up the space. But anyway, the last Halloween thing I got is this table runner, which I think I'm gonna put in my dining room. I have my dining room themed like Haunted Mansion because Ben's mom gave me these Haunted Mansion light up display figurines, and I have that in there, and everything else in there is just kind of spooky looking, and so I call it my spooky room for Halloween. So I think that table runner would be good in there. The last thing I got at HomeGoods is not Halloween themed, but it's just this little cheese grater, which it has different I don't even know what you call this, different size holes to grate the cheese. And I feel like this would just be convenient for when I need to quickly grate some cheese or grate cheese on top of pasta or something. So I got this. It was only $4. So I was like, that's a cute cheese grater and I feel like it would be useful. So I got that. Oh wait, no, I forgot to show you my other things from HomeGoods. I got a couple of these icon glasses from HomeGoods that are Halloween. So this one is a bat. And I have a couple. Some of them are from Anthropologie and some of them are from HomeGoods, but I already have a couple that are Halloween, so I wanted to add some more to my collection. I have like a Frankenstein one, which I got at HomeGoods last year, a leaf one, pumpkin, I have a ghost. I think I might have a candy corn one. I couldn't remember. I got 2 new ones last year and I can't remember which ones I got last year. So yeah, anyway, they had a bunch at HomeGoods, so I got this one with the bats. And then I got this one with cats on it, which this one I think is my favorite. And these glasses are literally like the exact same as the ones from Anthropologie. They're the same like weight. I think they're the same size. They feel the same in my hand. They're the same, like, I'm pretty sure you can get this exact glass at Anthropologie and they're half the price at HomeGoods. So I always like to grab those if I see them because I really like those glasses. Anyway, so I got that, and then I also got Eloise 2 cat bowls because she just needed a couple more cat bowls. I like to have a bunch of them so that I can just put them in the dishwasher and just keep swapping them out every time I change her food. So just got a couple more cat bowls. I got this one and there's another one, but she's eating out of it right now, so. And then the last thing I got is from Crate & Barrel. My mom actually bought this for me. It's this pumpkin mug, which I like because it's like this deeper, what color do you call this? I don't know. It's like a deep orangey brown color. And it's a pumpkin and I like the size of it. It's just a good, it feels good in your hand. You know what I mean? When a mug feels good in your hand, that's how you know it's the one. You gotta give it a test run first before you buy it. So anyway, that's the things that I got when I was out with my mom. I'm gonna get myself set up outside now so I can just chill out there. Maybe I'll show you what's going on upstairs because I haven't really shown you like the different things we've done to renovate upstairs. It's not really that much. We basically just renovated the guest room and we are now doing these cover plates. So that's really about it. We painted a couple doors upstairs. I need to buy like doorknobs. I want to switch out all the doorknobs up there. I only did, well, Ben only did the ones that are in the guest bedroom, but I want to put the doorknob like I have back there on all the doors upstairs. So I need to order those. Ben and I have just been slowly renovating things in this house because it's a bit too much to tackle it all at once. So you just have to break it down into little things that you can do. So in the spring, we were like, let's do the guest bedroom because Ben's cousin was coming to stay with us and that kind of motivated us to do the guest bedroom. So we did the whole guest bedroom and that's like one room that is just totally complete. There's nothing in it that needs to be updated anymore. We still have 2 bedrooms up there that need to be renovated. And then the bathroom in the hallway upstairs also needs to be renovated, but that's like a bigger project. My goal is to renovate one of the other 2 bedrooms upstairs first before we get to the bathroom because it's cheaper because all you need really is paint. And so we just need paint and then like the doorknobs for those doors in there. So I'd rather do that first before we get to the bathroom because the bathroom's just a bigger project. We're gonna have to do new flooring in there, get a new vanity, maybe change out the tub and get a new tub. I don't know. It just requires more mental energy and more money and more actual time. So we're gonna work on finishing the bedrooms first, or at least one of the bedrooms before moving on to the bathroom. But anyway, that's the status of the upstairs. As far as our bedroom is concerned, most of that is renovated. It's just that we need to change the cover plates in there for the electric. The bathroom is outdated. It's still like giving 90s vibes, but it doesn't bother me. Like, our bathroom doesn't bother me as much as the one in the hallway for some reason. I think because our bathroom is painted and the woodwork is painted, it just looks a little more fresh than the one in the hallway that we just took the wallpaper out and just left it, and now it needs to be painted and just the whole thing needs to be redone. So I'm happier and more content with our bathroom and our bedroom than the one in the hallway. So yeah, I don't know, that's probably a project for years and years down the line, our bathroom, but yeah, there's other things that take priority. What else have we been changing in here since I've last really talked to the vlog about our house? We updated the light fixture above our dining room table. That's different. I want to update the other fixtures in the kitchen, but again, it's a slow process to do all of that. So we keep going to Home Depot for various things that we need for projects, and I look at the lights in there and I'm just like, I don't know, nothing is speaking to me in terms of the other lights in here, but we'll figure that out at a later time. So anyway, I'm gonna go get myself set up outside, and well, first I'll show you the stuff upstairs before I do that. The guest bedroom I'll show you, and the plates that Ben's putting on now, I'll show you that. So here is the light that we got for above the kitchen table. It's just the light we got at, I think, was it Home Depot or Lowe's? I think Home Depot. Just a basic black light, and I think that's what I want to do for the rest of the lights in the kitchen. So we have like this one, which needs to go. That small one over there needs to go. And then there's a small little boob light over there.
You got this beauty.
Yeah, that's what I said. This one that's really gotta go. It looks like a hospital room. And then here is the guest bedroom. Ben's drilling behind me because he's replacing the cover plates, but this is the guest bedroom. So Ben's mom, oh, why did it just go blurry? Ben's mom gave us this bed frame, and it pulls out so that it can turn into like a king size bed. And we got like these 2 twin mattresses because it's meant to be a day bed. Like, you can push that bottom in and it will be the size of a twin. So we got 2 twin size like foam mattresses on Amazon, and that way if we ever want to push it in, we can stack the 2 twin size mattresses on top of each other, and yeah, it'll just be like a day bed then. So that's the bed. These are just IKEA nightstands that we used to have in our bedroom, but we moved them into here because we got new nightstands in our bedroom. And those lamps are from Walmart. That's a clock, but Ben has the electric off right now, so the clock part isn't on the frame, but there's that. Oh, Eloise has joined us in here. So that's the bed area, and then over here we have the windows, so I got some blinds for them. I got, those curtains are from Target. I think they're technically blackout curtains, but I don't know. I've never actually slept in here. I've never used them. I don't know if they're true blackout curtains, but they're supposed to be. It's also hard to see the color of it in this lighting. Let's see if I can show you over here. This is a little bit better lighting, I guess. I can't remember the name of this color. I think it's like sour cream or something like that. And the curtain rods up there, I think I got from Amazon. And what else? Oh my goodness, I've never seen Eloise jump up there. I think she just discovered she can do that. So over here, all of this stuff is stuff that we previously had. I had this IKEA dresser, which used to be in our bedroom. There's a little candle over here that I had from Target. There's just a picture of us from a wedding. A stack of little books. That plant I had before. You can't really see it because Eloise is covering it. And the mirror I used to have in our old apartment in the living room, but I didn't have anywhere to put it in our house, so I put it right there. And what else did we do in here? We painted the closet doors and then replaced the knobs on there. And I put this little, what do you call this? Fireplace, like electric fireplace in here because we just had that. I used to have it in our living room and I didn't have anywhere to put it, so I just put it in here for just a little touch of something and a little garbage can. Then we painted the door in here, put a new door handle on, put new door hinges, and that is that. And as you can see, these other two rooms are not renovated. This is like Ben's office space slash gaming room, I guess you would call it. But as you can see, it still has this wallpaper on it. We tried to take it off and failed, and it's now just like all ripped up. So we need to take that off. We've discovered what works is a steamer. So for this particular wallpaper, that's just the border. The steamer worked really well in the other room, so we'll do that in here. Gotta replace the light in here. Yeah, I didn't show you that in this room. We replaced the light with that ceiling fan light, and I feel like this was actually a pretty good deal. I think I only paid $100 for this light at Lowe's, and it's like a pretty good fan, so got that, and that's it for this room. So this is it, the full view. This is what it looks like. I really like the wall color in here as well. This is called Agreeable Gray by Sherwin-Williams. And I feel like it works well in here because there's a lot of light in this room. I think it would look too dark in this room where there's not as much light. But I do really like the shade of it. I kind of wish that we put this color in our bedroom, but I didn't at the time. It wasn't on my radar. So anyway, I got a sample of this color because I think it's going to be too dark in the other rooms. I got a sample of it at like 75% strength, I guess you would call it. So basically 25% less of the color. And I'm going to try the sample in the other rooms and see if it looks okay. But I got that, and then I got another sample of something from Sherwin-Williams. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll talk about that at a later time when we actually get to renovating these rooms. So there's this one. There's also this one where I do my workouts, which is just a total disaster. We got random mirrors in here. We got blinds that don't work, so I can't pull them down. So we need new blinds in here. We need new everything in here. But yeah, we tried to take the wallpaper off these walls. I don't know why my camera keeps going out of focus. We tried to take the wallpaper off of this and ruin the wall, so the wall has to be fixed. Yeah, it's just kind of a disaster in here. But that's that. Also, I forgot to say the bedding in here I got for our bridal shower, and I have not been able to use it because I didn't have a guest bedroom until now. So I got this bedding I had it on my registry at Target. I highly doubt that they still have it because my bridal shower was 4 years ago. So there's that. The sheets though are new, and I got those at Target. Those blue floral sheets are from Target. So that's that. I'm proud of this guest room. I wish that like I had a reason to hang out in here more often, but I don't. But I think it turned out pretty nice. And now in our bedroom, I kind of want to get those curtains. Like the same exact curtains in our bedroom because I like how they make it look more homey in here. So yeah. And here's Ben replacing all of the cover plates. It makes a big difference. Like the cover plates that we used to have in here looked like smoker's yellow, like I said, and just having the white match the white trim and match the white door makes a big difference. I also feel like the doorknob also makes a big difference. So we don't have the new doorknob in here. We still have the old gold one. And it's hard to see because it's dark because the electric is off. But we have the old gold one. And like in the guest bedroom, I feel like the new doorknobs make a big difference. The new doorknobs and the hinges. Hi guys, it is Sunday now. It's almost actually 1 o'clock, but I've had a slow, lazy morning. Ben and I had waffles this morning. We sat on the back porch for a while. I finished reading that yesteryear book, and the ending was not what I expected. I'm not going to give away what it was, but it wasn't exactly what I expected, but I thought it was good. I thought it was well done. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, so I really enjoyed it. But now I need to come up with another book to read. I think I want to read something more lighthearted next. Not that this book was super depressing or heavy, but it was just the topics in it I think were a little bit more heavier than other books. But yeah, it was a very interesting kind of genre. It was like satirical, but also kind of sad, but also verging on being more of like a thriller or a horror type of thing. So it was kind of all of these things mixed into one, which I also think is one of the reasons I enjoyed it, just because it was something different. But yeah, that's that. For the rest of the day, I need to go outside to water my plants because they're looking a little bit dry. I like how in one of my earlier vlogs I was talking about keeping up with my plants and making sure I prune them and water them, and then I feel like the heat wave hit and I just didn't want to go outside, and so my flowers really suffered for it. So a lot of them are looking pretty dead. Not totally dead, but like they have like dead pieces on them that I should probably pull off, but I'm honestly just not in the mood. So I've pruned them as much as I could a couple of days ago, and now I'm just gonna go out and water them. So my goal is just to keep them alive, and yeah, keep them alive till the end of the summer. Last summer I gave up on them at some point. I think I gave up on them at like the end of August or the middle of August, and I just stopped watering them, and then they all just totally died. But we'll see how far we get this time. I have a couple of tomatoes that are growing on my tomato tree, bush, I don't know what you call it, vine, but they're not like red yet. But there's probably 5 tomatoes on there, but I can't pick them yet. My tomato plant's looking a little bit bad. It's I cut a lot of dead leaves off of it the other day because it got super dry in the heat and I wasn't watering it as much as I should have. So that's the status of my plants, but I'm gonna go out and water those. As for the rest of the day, probably gonna go to my parents to have dinner there, and I just hang out there on Sunday. Ben's finishing up the electric cover plates upstairs, so that should be done today. And yeah, we're just gonna have a relaxed Sunday, which so far that's how it's been going. I feel like we haven't had a Sunday like this in a while where we're able to sit on the porch because it has been super hot, so we haven't really been able to sit out there that much. So I'm glad we got to do that. We had fire last night, which was nice because it was a cooler night out. So yeah, I'm happy that we were able to enjoy time out in our backyard since we haven't been able to do that much this summer. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go out and water my flowers now, and I will catch up with you later after I do that. Hey guys, it's later on now. I'm in my car on the way to go to my parents. I don't know what my mom's gonna make for dinner this Sunday, but we will find out. But our tradition every Sunday is to have dinner and then we get ice cream from somewhere. So that's what will be happening today. The rest of the afternoon, I had a lot of clothes to fold, so I folded those and put them away. And then I also had to take a shower and wash my hair and dry my hair and curl my hair. So my hair should be good for the next few days, but that did take a while as well. And now it's finally 4 o'clock and I'm heading to my parents. So I will catch up with you when I get there. I'm at my parents now. My mom has a nice tomato growing on her plant. And she has some nice, what are these called? Zinnias?
Looking at you. He was looking at you.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It keeps coming back.
I'm gonna move it over here. Now, I'm gonna start
That is a nice hummingbird. I'll tell you what. If I've ever seen a hummingbird, that's a nice.
Here is our dinner. We have sausage and pepper sandwich, some baked beans, and some macaroni salad. Thanks to my mom and my dad.
And my dad.
My mom made the macaroni salad and the beans, and my dad made the sausage and peppers. I have a diet ginger ale here to drink. None of the other family members are here yet, so it's just me and my parents. All right, we're out to get our traditional Sunday ice cream. I got cow patty. I've had this a few times this summer, and every time I've had it, I've gotten it on film. Caitlin got Oreo cheesecake, and my mom got peanut butter fudge. BJ's getting something at Dairy Queen. To be determined.